Reeves curling off the screen, free throw jumper, foul, and makes the bucket.
He can make enough shots. He's competitive. I thought in a very, very down Laker year last year, productive career at Vanderbilt.
Westbrook penetrating, one-legged floater, gets it to go. Minnesota on the...
Think about him. He's stretched his range. He's comfortable shooting the three ball right now. It's about getting healthy, staying healthy. And I think ultimately with...
Reeves in trouble, has his pocket picked. Anthony Edwards.
I'll tell you what,
Gabriel going hard, finishes with two hands. Noel going hard, the floater goes.
Ready to go against the second or third unit of the Lakers as they would have been as Bryant gets one.
Edwards, that's a two. This summer, Anthony Edwards
to be an every night or every day star. It was truly...
He was right on point with what he talked about.
I think Giannis should have a daily, protect the rim and then close back out to like a Maxi Kleba.
Wants to produce on the floor. It's going to be awful lot of fun watching him as he continues to progress. 19. What are you rolling your eyes for?
He won Big East Defensive Player of the Year so far.
Edwards will line one up from straight on and knocks it down.
The right move, in my opinion, without a doubt.
Well, and they have 4 teams in the Western Conference that want to be swept.
McLaughlin penetrating to Gobert, finishing at the rim.
To me, they should be a playoff basketball team with aspirations of advancing and moving.
To be ready for the regular season.
Toscano Anderson knocks down a 3-ball for the Lakers. That young fella
need to add more talent to have a legit chance to go all the way.
Forbes with the float game strong.
Down the interior of a defense. Good move by Forbes.
Gobert, offensive rebound, taps it over to Anderson for the easy bucket. Minnesota coming away with it. McLaughlin, one-on-one, shields with the basketball and finishes it off.
Absolutely tough, defends, knows how to run a team.
Tough, illegal screen. He didn't like it, but...
I thought they played very poorly to start the game, and then as the quarter went on, they played better and better. But I was impressed with the effort and energy.
Out. For Minnesota, no Karl Anthony Towns, but Rudy Gobert making his Minnesota preseason debut. Taurean Prince pull-up jumper, looking good. Minnesota right now a 10-0 run as they take their first lead of the ball game. Christie pull-up jumper, got it.
Any perimeter player that I've ever seen in the NBA.
I thought his defense defending the ball was incredible.
You have no idea who he is. This week in Vegas, he played 2 scrimmages against G League Ignite.
And I'll go as far as to say he's the greatest 18-year-old basketball player in the history of this world.
Oh, wow.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wants you to call him.
You got
out Victor Wembanyama.
Yes, and he would agree with Mark in that we've never seen this before. And he said, I know people love to make comparisons, but there is no one that we can compare Victor to. And he said he has a relationship with Victor.
Me and my team to do this exhibition games, and I think what
pull up 3 in transition, rattles it in. Lonnie James loving it.
That's finish, but you ask what you could take away from it, virtually nothing.
I don't agree with that. Okay. And he doesn't agree with it either. He's just no.
You know, you got to, like you said, be ready to play, compete hard.
That's a nice hard take by Oscar.
A fist bump and some praise. He encouraged him saying, hey, you're spoon feeding,
Westbrook, Pat Beverly, and now some of the young guys getting the opportunity to play here on the stage in this preseason game.
Well, to me, a great hire, proven guy, works his tail off, former player, former team.
Like very much is he wasn't trying to discount the great job Frank Vogel did here in LA, being a championship level coach as D'Angelo Russell.
Not in action for Minnesota. 4 on the shot clock. Christie takes a peek, lets it fly. Oh, the bank is open. Now, Chris Finch said he wanted Anthony Edwards to play into the third quarter as Reed finishes strong.
Defensively with your presence, you can be filthy rich. And with the right bounce, you can be a champ.
Hey-oh, Anthony Edwards off the steal from Minnesota with a 10-point lead. Lining it up is Reed.
He's a good player. He is playing at the 5 when Gobert is out, but Naz Reid is a good player.
I'm in agreement. I've watched him time and time again in the Summer League impact.
So Bryant continues to be effective for the Lakers. Back to basketball we go.
Are you?
It's not my thing either. No. Want to say something, though. We're good. Russell from 3. Nothing but net. Lakers had a 9-point lead, the largest lead in that first quarter, and then Minnesota.
That LeBron James, once he passes Jabbar on the scoring list, that he will see and all the records. I don't even think it's arguable.
At a moment with him to tell him take the high road. The Cap has been special for a long time. He's done things the right way. Has he said some things that ruffle some feathers?
But also their sense of humor. And that can actually start with Patrick Beverley.
Lakers finish up their 2 preseason games here tonight. We are told that they might go out tonight for some team bonding experience. That's another way these guys are. Steal by Minnesota. Prince going the other way, throwing it up top. Nathan Knight, a Swider in the lane. He will draw the foul. Man, this
in an NBA game for the Lakers on the offensive end, but together.
As I say that, gets his pocket picked. Swider finds Pippen Jr. from deep, knocking it down. Now we saw that with number 2 NBA prospect earlier, Steve Henderson for G League Ignite. Noel with the lefty floater.
A spark plug and build on his minutes.
He's bigger than I thought, too.
Ooh! Lonnie Walker the 4th. He is at a Luka Garza also making his first appearance here in this preseason game for Minnesota. Rivers, great space, float game strong. Austin Rivers still. Walker continuing to show.
It's become a new cliche. What is my whole thing on accountability is, does that mean to some people?
A.J. Lawson off the bench getting that rebound, dumps it off to Knight. Thought about it, now will take it and rattle it home. Pippen Jr. finding the weak spot on the floor, gets to go. Lawson, he didn't even see the basket on that shot. Okay.
Like you talked about, there's levels to this. These guys are special talents. You look at them in summer, and they're trying to make an NBA team.
But no more Jr.
Down the roster is a really important trait.
You know, while we have a moment, I want to take.
Swider with a deep 3 for the Lakers.
Syracuse.
Garza on the block, spin move, and it spins in. Swider will set the screen for Pippen Jr. Cross court to Ryan. Ryan's really making a case. He's trying to get
down shooting. If you can shoot the basketball, you can find a job.
There's Garza. Had this turnaround fadeaway shot. I couldn't believe he hit.
As good as advertised.
He said, come on, swing the ball. Swing the ball.
That's really not good.
Ryan gets all the way to the bucket, +1.
It happened.
I said that. yeah, I said that a lot. It's great for the game.
We thank you. On behalf of the game, we thank you.